I'm honestly getting tilted and I'm not even playing. Dude. I don't know. Being on all the 8s, that's like, there's no worse feeling in this game, man. I think that's basically true. I agree. I just... Where do I even fit that in? I mean, I guess my DK1 gets replaced by some Knight 2, and my Viper is just never there, and my Viper is just a Tidehunter instead. Third Assassin actually kind of matters when my 2 Assassins are level 3, though. You can remove the Necro.
Basically 1/8 gay.
I think there's no... I think it's literally impossible for there to be a situation in the game where you have an odd number of Heartless units. I don't think that can ever be right. I mean, if you have one Heartless, you should literally always be completing it. It's the strongest alliance in the game. Just want to blacklist these. Get them out of here. Viper could be scaled. Dude, if Viper was scaled, that would be nuts for this. So I think I just like double hero this, right? I think I just don't take any of these and blacklist all 4 of them. It's like if I buy Tusk, the one thing I'm looking for, ideally, outside of like Tusk completing, would be pairing Tusk, and then I don't even want to be pairing Tusk. That's just a bait over anything else. So I just never click on this. I just blacklist all 4 of these units. Yo, KZ035. Welcome to the 1/8 gay club, man. Blade Mail. I think Blade Mail is better than Chain Mail. I really like Blade Mail. This item just rocks.
Knight Silver's finest at your command.
Uh-oh. Did I lose? If they all attack... Ooh, the ranged units are attacking my non-Blade Mail axe. Could I have lost? Nah. Nah, I'm good. So it's Brawny or Knight. I mean, Blade Mails are a good item for both these comps. Do I ever build Drow? I think I never build Drow here. Absolute garbage. I think Tranquils are better for both though, right? Dude, Tranquils are so good. Why would you ever go Hood?
Moist.
Why you no love me?
Drow. Second. And we're good. Okay. Sorry, Drow. Just never would have worked out between us. So why did you used to hate Blade Mail? I was thinking about the item wrong. Also, I thought it worked the way it did back when I played Dota, which is like I thought it reflected pure damage based on the amount of damage you took. But it ends up basically reflecting before your own reduction, which makes it really good on like armored or resistant units. Basically. So I always take this, and then I always just float this Razor. I never click on this Razor, ever. I could like sell AM for Shredder if I want to leave myself open to Scrappies. I should have Scrappies in my range right now. It's just a mistake not to, honestly. That's a lot of Brawnies. Oh, time to go Knights, boys. This is why Knights exist. As a contingency for when your Brownies don't work out. you read about Vanguard blocking after directions instead of before? Yeah, I did. And I've been saying that for like a week or two now, but yeah, it's a big deal. So Vanguard isn't actually worse than Chainmail.
They won't live long enough to be scared.
Fear the dark moon?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Looks like a Knights game, boys. I don't know. I mean, if I get like the nut brawny pack soon, we can go Knights. 8 more drives to go. If it has 0 armor, chainmail still better. Yeah, basically, blade mail gets better the more armor you have, and chainmail gets worse the more armor you have. But I tend to like build comps like Brawny Warriors, Knights, and Scrappies. All of those comps, blade mail is better than chainmail. I think. It's kind of debatable. So it can sometimes depend on like, you know, what your needs are specifically. For sure. So I'm supposed to hit this interest point by selling Lycan and Drow. And then I'm supposed to shove Knights. The problem is I'm not repping Knights. I always feel uncomfortable not repping when I'm shoving. I mean, I can just play this interest point here. I'm happy with this. This looks good. Isn't Anti-Mage just a weak unit? Anti-Mage is probably the strongest tier 1 unit in terms of its value on the board. I mean, the question is, how much do you value ability to fight and win boards, and how much do you value the ability to transition into different strategies or enable different strategies? By the first criteria, Anti-Mage is literally the strongest tier 1 unit. By the second criteria, it's one of the weaker ones. I mean, it enables like Anti-Mage Terrorblade stuff, but you don't really need AM to go to 3 anyway for that. I want this interest point, but I think I can never hit this. I mean, aren't I in Knights? I think I'm in Knights, guys. Pretty confident I'm in Knights. I don't know. It depends how much, like, some kind of warrior thing is a thing. I've always wondered about, like, 6 warrior. Because it's always... It feels like it's viable, but it does feel like it's quite... It's, like, not quite there. Let's look at this blade mail damage. Look at that. Oh, yeah. This blade mail has, like, soloed this anti-mage. Here we can pair the ogres. I'm not unhappy pairing ogres. I want to blacklist the warlock, though. The thing is, like, building pairs is still good on bench, because it means you're, like, leaving open the opportunity for the pair to complete, right? Into just, like, this generally neat thing, which in this case is an ogre, too. But when you blacklist, when you bench singletons, you're opening up the opportunity for pairs to occur instead of units you might prioritize more, which at that point is just bad. Look at the pic I sent you on Discord, re-6 warrior. I found out how to make 6 warriors work. What with like Doom. No, I mean you're running big time contract. You can make anything work with big time contract. And a Lich too. Smiley face. I don't know. I mean, how many people are gonna get the idea to curve into knights? It looks like nobody's even trying, which is weird. I honestly wonder how many people actually like press tab when they play. You know, do you guys ever wonder that? Like, how many of these people are actually pressing tab? Is it like 70%? Is it 100% or is it like 30%? %? Guys, it literally can't be 10%. There's 8 players. You can assume anyone on their phone isn't at all. That's true. There's 3 phone players in this game. That's a good point. I've never really played with my phone, but it doesn't really work, right? Like you can't actually really look at what people are doing on your phone. Like you can, but it's really awkward. Oh yeah, let's shove it. Let's go, dude. I don't even care. I'm in this. Terrorblade, why the hell not? Does Terrorblade even want to be in this version of Knights? There's a few interesting options here. I can just chill for now. It's kind of weird not having 3 warriors. We could break our streak to this. This benching of the 2 Vipers might also be kind of trolly. I don't know. I've gained a lot of respect for Viper as a unit. We're always looking for the 3rd warrior here. It's a good tablet game. Yeah, it's a great tablet game. So CK completing means the knights have to be in, right? It's always just a misplay to not be linking knights here. So suddenly axe goes, right? It's a little early. How do we hit this interest point? I don't know. I think keeping the Terrorblade option open is pretty valuable. Like, I think in this meta, it's just like how you play, right? It's you just keep your, like in the early game. So that every comp kind of has 2 aspects to it. There's like the front line and there's the DPS, right? And you kind of need to decide on what you want your front line to be by like round 8. But in terms of your DPS option, that's going to be whatever your 3-star, and you're going to want to decide on that maybe later, right? Like, so you kind of want to, at the same time as you're like locking down your frontline option really aggressively, you kind of want to be a lot more passive about the, we just do this, right? That's fine. I could have just sold the ogre or something. These interest points are a little sloppy. You kind of want to be a lot more passive about like locking in what DPS you want, right? I think that makes the most sense. It probably has to. Do we take the disruptor? No. Disruptor and knights? Hell no. So we could be in 4 knights pretty soon, and now that we've got some level 2s in the fall, suddenly the Abaddon is a very, very powerful out for us here. Let's nail it. Oh, come on. Where's my Abaddon? More importantly, where's my Batrider anyway? Where is this Batrider, actually? What the hell? Wait, does anyone have a single Batrider? It's round 14 and nobody in this lobby has a single Batrider? 3 Brawnies. I'm the only one in Knights, apparently. Somehow. Dude, what Knights have been open for 10 rounds? How is this happening? Is it just because I queued into a lot of phone players? This is such a weird lobby all of a sudden. Night's looking kind of open. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. And here, according to my theory, like, building the PA kind of makes sense. This guy's looking at Terrorblade, so suddenly, you know, we could think about selling Terrorblade sometime in the relatively near future, which I wouldn't even really hate. I've got 4th Luna. 4th Luna at round 15, nobody else being in Knights means 6 Knights looks like the best option. This guy starting to build Terrorblade means we should just sell this Terrorblade, as well as the CK getting like good progress early. I think that's fine. I think it was like fine to keep the Terrorblade option open for a few turns. I basically paid like, what, 1 gold? Maybe 2 gold at most to keep the Terrorblade option open for a few turns. I think that's totally okay. Now we can just sell out of it. It's still early game enough. Luna 3 progress is great. It's the best it's ever been. 4 Lunas at 15 with nobody else being on it is just like literally ideal. It can't get better than that. We'll get the bat because we want to be in 4th Knight. We really want an Abaddon, but we need to be in 4th Knight no matter what. If Witch Doctor completes soon, that's fine. Is it possible? There's no way I can choose Blade Mail here, right? Ah, God, and this is the one I really don't know about. I actually just don't know what to take here. I could see an argument for literally anything. I don't like bracers that much in Knights. And here I'm just really looking for a couple upgrades. Damage item for my Luna. The first damage item I get for Luna is kind of important. So I'm okay going for Basher there. I think Mech was a choice over Basher. I don't like Mech here over Basher. I mean, it's not a lot of damage on Luna, but I mean, this 25 attack damage still gets turned into 75 because she's Luna and she just does that. Like, her ability is a 300% damage modifier, which is very, very stupid. And her not having an item is horrendous. Like, if I had a gloves, it would be okay to not have an attack damage item on her. But until she has a damage item on her, this 25 says 75, which is very, very stupid. I need more Vipers. I think Viper 3 this game is easily plausible. There it is. I don't know how this just happened, but now suddenly the Heartless Warlocks want to be in. So now this is where we just take out Anti-Mage and Tiny, right? We have to. So AM and Tiny go out. And I'm okay with this.
We'll do whatever it takes.
We could have leveled up. We're on a streak. We should have leveled up and kept in the AM. That was a mistake not to. There's another player going for Luna. Yeah, of course. There's always multiple people going for Luna. Like, even when you're not a Knights, there's this elusive guy. Usually, they often stop at 3. This guy's going for the full thing. I'm fine with that, though. This was a mistake. We should have leveled up and kept the AM in since it's 17. Would have preserved our streak. Would have been just a generally good thing to do. Or even, like, leveled up and put in the Viper. That actually might have been better, because it would have just been a level 2 unit being generally decent on the board while also at the same time improving the interest. Because we have to have the Viper here, but we didn't need to have the AM there. Since we don't have the dragon enabled yet, he doesn't really want to be a tank. Since we don't have corrosive skin up yet. Viper honestly doesn't really come online without the dragon pair. Is the dragon pair more important for Viper than it is for DK? I think it probably is, right? It's at least about as important. It's a good swap here. Five Omnis is okay. Second CK can't go in here. It's over Viper for an interest point. Eh. It's just interest. Who cares? Suddenly I do. This level 1 Batrider does feel pretty bad on this board though. Should be adjacent to the Luna. So we want to go to 8 on 21. Better Dragonite odds. Dragonite's kind of important here. First Batrider found on like round 17 or something is really bad. We lost some health in the last 3 rounds that we shouldn't have. It definitely is going to cost us. I think I want to use the free roll at 8, right? I mean, we have to be going to 8 early. Better Necro odds as well. Necro's like the next upgrade. So we'll use the free roll at 8. We'll put in the Viper, I guess, just because it's a 2-star. Watching any Dota, EG made top bracket in TI. Oh, nice. I used to watch Dota back in the day. I haven't been able to keep up with it lately. There's the mom. I have to go for the mom. One awkward thing is, you know, if Luna 3 doesn't happen, then I feel very sad. Oh, that's interesting.
I serve like silver, but the old cunning remains.
Huh. That is interesting. It's a good couple of packs. Abaddon over bet? Yeah, Abaddon over bet. I think the attack speed on this might actually be better than just like the level 1 Abaddon. I don't know. 10% attack speed to my entire team is pretty nice. Abaddon's level 1, it doesn't complete Heartless. It's in the vicinity of things, I guess. And suddenly CK's 1 away, right? If CK completes, I'll be happy I benched this Witch Doctor. If CK doesn't complete, I'm never going to be able to free up enough bench space for this. Sell Luna. Well, CK completed. This is ridiculous. Okie dokie. Yeah, Witch can take a benching for now. I think it's still kind of important hitting these interest points. Like, I can't really be benching 4th Witch Doctor on 22 for an interest point. As much as I like Witch Doctor leveling up, it's like kind of a luxury thing you can do in some games and not on others. So basically, the way this game's going to play out is we need the Luna to go to 3 stars. If the Luna goes to 3 stars, we get 1st place. If she doesn't, we're probably getting like 3rd place. I'm on CK. That sounds wrong. So CK's DPS is 262 before Demon. After Demon, it's 393. 393 DPS. Nothing here. I can hang on. Let me interrupt myself with a roll or two. So 393 DPS. Let's just say that's 400, whereas Luna's DPS is 240. No, it's 255. Yeah. Yeah, Mom on CK is better. You guys are right. I mean, these stuns are neat, but they're not like the nuts, I think. He uses the lifesteal more though? Yep, that's correct as well. But he uses the Tranquil Boots more even so. I don't know, guys. Honestly, it's really close. It's not necessarily that clear cut. I think it actually might be correct to do this. And Tranquil Boots on CK is nuts. You guys are all sleeping on Tranquil Boots. Let me tell you, okay? My boy Tranquil Boots is nuts, okay? Stuns valuable too. Dude, the move speed and the stuns, think about it, man. It's nuts. It just is. Tranquil Boots lol. Guys, he moves twice the speed. Look at that. Look at him run into the fray like that. Watch this. Look at this move speed. There he goes. That's like an entire attack worth of time saved. Tranquil's increased DPS because you're faster there to hit stuff more. It's about the same. You'd have to do some more complex math involving like how much time on average does it take to walk places. But Tranquil's also heals a lot over the course of the game. Like look at healing. So discount everything except for this Chaos Knight. In a vacuum, 250. 257 healing, guys. You're gonna tell me that's bad? It's like a VIP booster, exactly. It's like a VIP booster. It's like a VIP booster, guys. And you're gonna tell me that's bad. Let's see where our wife's boyfriend on Luna is. He's got 7 Lunas. Ah, dude, our wife's boyfriend is ahead of us. Shit. Mom would heal for more, though. Yeah, I mean, Mom's healing Luna. Can you lifesteal off the glaive bounces? You can't, right? It only lifesteals off her primary attack. I'll find a clip where you say VIP Booster is the worst item. Well, of course VIP Booster is a lot worse than Tranquil Boots. Tranquil Boots are like 7 times as good as VIP Booster. Okay, they're not 7. They're like almost twice as good as VIP Booster. It's just 2 moms, right? I think it's just 2 moms. Items are so weird these days, guys. So the refresher on Abaddon is a nice idea, but the problem is you kind of look at the progress on things, right? Basher CK? Basher CK is not as good as Basher Luna, unfortunately. So the problem is, when you look at, oh, this is a big silence. This comp is online. When you look at how developed our level 3s are coming, we have the CK and the Luna's at 6, whereas the Abaddon's at 4, right? I think in a vacuum, I might actually take Refresher for Abaddon. New Refresher is good, and Refresher is a good item, but Abaddon's not leveling to 3 for, I think, too long. It's possible we don't even get him to 3 this game, right? At 4? Right now with just 4 Abaddons. So suddenly, you kind of have to pick the items for what's actually getting to 3-star. We could have put Refresher on Omni, but that is just kind of like less great. right? Lich is finding a place on the board. Man, it's been a while, old friend. I mean, no DK, so Lich is in. Okay. It's not supposed to be Lich here. It really is not, but, you know. Honestly, this cast is neat when it happens. Whee! We lost 10% attack speed on everyone? Yeah, that's okay, though. I mean, we gained like 30% attack damage on everyone because we gained Heartless. I think that's quite a bit better. We're never building more Necros, right? There's Bat. Poor Bat. This is the saddest Bat. Here's an ass load of Abaddon progress out of nowhere. I don't even know how that happened. Now we're at 7 Abaddons. Just literally out of nowhere. Where's this DK, dude? He's just gone. Abaddon 2 is better than Luna 2, right? I should put this Abaddon 2. I mean, Luna's neat, but she really needs 3 stars to be all that. Whereas Abaddon 2 is like, mwah, you know, it's more frontline, more shields. Why not, dude? Ooh, Lich coming in hot. Okay, we lost. Oh, well. Pair trolls instead of the Luna. I don't know about instead of the Luna. I mean, it's supposed to be a DK. Where's my DK? I'm pissed. I don't think the pair trolls is worth the difference between Abaddon and Bat. I don't think it can be. Lich is core now. I mean, I'm supposed to keep Lich here. I'm playing these last few rounds a little sloppy. I should be looking at like a free win game. The fact that I haven't found DK is really weakening the build like quite a lot. But we should not have sold Lich so soon. The fact that it's like burning 5 gold just being there is really obnoxious. But the 4th Heartless is too powerful. We dig deep into our gold supply. Not quite yet. This is a pretty good pack. Okay. Viper's got to be worth it here, right? I think so. Viper 2 is neat. Pretty good pack, he says. I mean, it's not like we got the last Omni in that pack. It's not that good. Bat goes to 3. Maybe Bat goes to 3, guys. I mean, we can't go to 9 yet. There's no way we can go to 9 yet. We literally cannot. So we have to do this. And Viper wants to go in at 9. We can start selling these other Vipers, though. So now that Abaddon's 3, maybe I go Refresher on it. I mean, New Refresher has to be the best item here, right? Do I like New Refresher that much? New Refresher. But it wants Blade Mail. Hang on, guys. I've got to take a wee.
But I can make it work.
Muted. Ah, whatever, guys. It's good timing to level up the VIP. Good time to put a VIP in. Gotta be a little scared of this board. The Refresher Abaddon will kind of do more here anyway. This looks good. Viper will take some fire on this side. Refresher Abaddon will potentially work with like Witch Doctor on the side. Blade Mail Omni is like a main tank. Refresher Abaddon is like a side tank. And suddenly we have a fully unbeatable board. That's not even exaggerating, I think. I think this board is fucking nuts. This is like the strongest board I've had in some time. It's been a while, honestly. This is... I mean, we don't have the DK2 yet, but if the DK and the Viper are complete, then this board is like the actual nuts. How good is Viper as a splash and 9 elusive? Sorry. It's not bad. It's sometimes people do that. If it's what you get to 3 stars, it's totally feasible. I've seen people do like 9 elusive plus Viper. If that's what's open and that's what you're getting a lot of, if you have like 5 Vipers when you make that decision point, I think that's totally fine. So against this guy. Game will end before DK2? Probably not. Wow, holy shit. Is this guy actually good? This guy had like a nut start to this fight. That looks pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean, nothing beats this. Literally nothing. Like, this is a full unlosable board. Like, we have the 3 stars of the good stuff. We have everything we want. The full, like, 4 knights. I mean... We can't lose. This guy's still streaking. Let's take the time to examine his board. He's got 4 staff on the hero chopper. So he's playing around assassins, but he'll switch that when he realizes, when he adjusts for being heads up against me. And he still has his Aegis, which gives him like 2 chances to potentially beat me. His Tinker's not 3-starred yet. He's on the clockwork path. We want to roll down now to try to deny him units. I mean, he's not even working on Tinker, right? Isn't he only working on clockwork? I don't even have another carrier for Moonshard, actually. There's a few ideas there about what we can build. Moonshard Viper? Is this attack damage high enough? Yeah, Moonshard's probably better than Dig on here. This looks fine. Viper likes Moonshard. He's dying pretty fast in these fights if I'm positioning him optimally, I think, right? It's probably better than Dagon. I don't know what it is, but I really like Dagon. He's not even on the clock out. This man is not looking for anything. I mean, this is not really a fair fight, right? Like, what's gonna happen here? ugh, disgusting, dude. Like, this is literally like the dream board. We have everything 3-starred except for Witch Doctor. And Batrider. Batrider, like the one unit we don't have 3 stars. What's going on, man? I don't know, man. Knights are good. Knights win fights. Blade Mail's good on Knights. Everything's good on Knights. The fact that Knights were just open that game. Knights are so good, dude. I think they're like the best thing that people aren't super contesting. Because I think like Brawnies is over contested. I guess people have kind of calmed down about Scrappies. Like for a day or two after the patch, people were thinking Scrappies was going to be kind of nutty, including myself. But I think it's about the same, which is still good, but people were over-repping it for a while. But there's still just like 2 Knights a game.